What is up, everybody? What's going on? You're tuned in to a new episode of the Trifecta podcast. I'm your man, Taylor-Made Boy, here with Sincere being Reg 1167. Fellas, Valentine's Day. What's been going on? What you do for your wives?
Let's see. Me, I just looked at my wife and said, "You look good today."
Yeah, you would too, Red. You would.
I was about to say, I'm not even surprised by that, man. Not even surprised.
I got my wife a card, and there's kind of like a glass thing. She sit on a desk that has a rose on it, and it's like she carved in it, something saying something. Mm-hmm. Got that, man. And then I was up here streaming. Wife called me downstairs. I was downstairs. She ordered me a heart-shaped pizza from Pizza Hut.
God damn.
That's a real woman right there. That's a real woman.
I thought you was about to say she ordered me a drone. It's like, I finally got what you want.
Shit. I'm like, what? Drone.
Me, man, I had got the wife some stuff, and I had a funny story. So yesterday, I figured that I wasn't going to be able to kind of surprise her the way I wanted to, so I went and got her this stuffed animal and these box of chocolates or whatever, and I put it on the bed, and I made up the bed as if like I normally would make it up, but I hid the stuff under the covers. So I wrote a note and put the note on top of the area where the stuff was at, and it just said, "Uncover me, please." Cut off the lights. The wife comes home from work, and she's on the phone, she's talking to the girls or whatever, and she's about to come in the room and take a nap. She does not cut on the light. She just walks into the room, peels back the covers, and I hear her about to say, "Whose shit is this?" But then all of a sudden I hear like, "Aww." And so then she walks out and she asks if the girls had did that. And the girls was like, "No, we didn't do it." They was like, "Aaron had did it." They was like, "Did you know he was doing this?" He was like, "No, we didn't know." So, she walks over, she gives me a hug and a kiss and says, "Thank you." And then I asked her, I was like, "Did you see the note?" She said, "What note?" I was like, "You didn't see the note?" She was like, "No, I just walked into the room and peeled back the covers." And it's like, "So you went in a dark room and didn't cut on the light?" She was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I was trying to figure out what it was until I seen the shape of a heart on the bed, and then that's when I put two and two together." And I was like, "You sure know how to mess things up, man." When I try to surprise you and be spontaneous, and then all of a sudden this is all messed up. So we'll do the majority of the stuff that we wanted to do today. We'll do it on Sunday because we're off on Sunday together, and that'll be the main thing or the main day that we do stuff.
Dude, that story sounds familiar because when I proposed to my wife, mm-hmm. I had the ring and I put it in the freezer. So she was there, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law was there. I was like, "Hey, babe, I'm thirsty. Give me some ice water, right? You put some ice in it." She opened it's right in front of her, man.
She probably looked right past it.
Open the refrigerator, man. Got me an ice, closed the door.
Wow,
like, yo,
that is insane.
So my brother and my sister look at the lady. She's like, "What the hell?" I said, "Babe, I need more ice. Give me more ice." She went again. More ice, close the door, man. Like, what is going on? I said, "Babe," I left something in the fridge. Open up the fridge and look in the fridge. Like, what? Looking. Like a minute or two later, she finally see the damn ring, man.
That is insane, man.
It's a big fridge. It's a smaller freezer.
Absolutely insane.
Look at y'all two of being all romantical and everything, man.
Romantical.
Oh, you just making up words and syllables and all types of shit as we going along, man.
Romantical. What the hell? That's a bad dickathon.
I would ask him to use it in a sentence, like a fucking telling me.
It was on you now, man. And I told everybody, and Raymond, I said, "Look, man, every day is just guys in here, man. Y'all need to invite some damn women. That's why I'm not trying to be the host of a dickathon, yo." So now we went from having a dickathon to Raven is the pallbearer, and he carrying the Digathon flag, the big DP with a dick on across
Why,
it.
why is it why is it Raven, man? Why is it
Because he
Raven?
always the one that's whining and whipped all the time. He's the pussy whip one, and he even had the pussy yet. So that's why we got Raven holding the banner. So we got a whole team and everything. A Digathon now, man.
Oh, that's so terrible, man.
Yeah, man.
That's so terrible. Man, so everyone, we're back. As I say, with a brand new episode. We're going to change things up. We're going to cut it back to once a week right now. And kind of makes it easier for us to get something out to you guys of good quality. So with that being said, this is going to be another topic-filled episode. We'll let Sincere start us off with scariest things you experienced, along with what warning labels should be posted on yourself if you were to put one on you. Since this is Valentine's Day, we're going to kind of give our moment of when we knew that our wife was the one for us. And then we're just going to give us some tech news. And then we're going to end the podcast off on for anyone that's trying to start a YouTube channel or trying to really get their channel out there. What is the best social media platform that you can use to promote your channel? So, with that being said, we'll let Cecile start us off with the first topic.
Well, the first topic is really what is the scariest thing you ever experienced
For
in
me,
your whole life?
For me, it's I almost drowned. And
Damn.
yeah, and I know how to swim. And so it was one of those things where I was in the pool when I was a kid, and always down in the swimming pool in DC. And I was going through swimming, and as I'm swimming under the water, some kid jumps into the water and he lands on my back. And when he lands on my back, he actually kind of pushes me down. His weight is pushing me down onto, the bottom of the actual pool. So I start to panic or whatever because I feel his weight on my back and pushing me down, and I can't move. I can't move at all, and all of a sudden I start to lose my breath a little bit. So eventually I got him off me. I hurried up and torpedoed myself back up to the surface and got my air. And then the kid is sitting there laughing and shit like it's all funny. So, of course, me being a kid, I wanted to fuck him up, but I couldn't because as soon as I'm about to swing on him, my cousin grabs my arm out of nowhere and pulls me out of the water because I already knew how it was actually going to end. So having that type of, I can't say near-death experience, but the feeling of possibly drowning, that is the scariest thing, man, that I can have ever gone through.
Damn, I bet. Shit.
Man.
Yeah, drowning, no joke. That shit is painful.
Yeah. Man.
But don't you, Reg?
Which one y'all want?
Oh shit.
Damn, how many you got?
I got a bunch.
Golly, boy, you live on the edge.
Yeah, I got a bunch. I guess I give y'all this one. I was overweight a few years ago, and I had sleep apnea and acid reflux.
Oh, that's a bad combination, man.
So I fell asleep, and it's like hit me all of a sudden, and I couldn't breathe.
The sleep apnea?
Yeah, I couldn't breathe, and then the acid reflux had hit me at the same time.
Oh,
so now my throat is burning, and my eyes is big as hell, and I'm scared. I run straight out of the house, run across the street, and fell out.
damn.
Yeah, that was like the scariest thing.
The hell was you running from? Or who? Or what? Where you running from?
I think it was just a reflex, man.
It was.
Just panicking.
Yeah, because I ran from the back of the house to the front of the house, out the front door, across the street, and just fell.
Wow.
And all of a sudden I started gasping, got my breath back, and I made it back in the house, and I called and told my wife, and yeah, that was one of the scariest things.
Like normally the sleep apnea kind of goes away once you wake up. So the fact that it was still happening while you were wide awake is crazy, man.
Yeah, see, the thing is, the acid reflux had kicked in also.
Oh, so yeah.
So both, yeah, it's like, combination one right after the other, and it was like, and I couldn't breathe, and that was scary.
Damn.
Damn.
You got another one?
Oh yeah, I said yeah. Um, being shot at.
You were shot at?
Yeah,
The fuck were you doing, man?
I used to. The county person you see now or hear now is not the person I used to be.
God, man.
I used to be wild out there in them streets, man. Bad. And I used to hang out at the in the trap. And some dudes rode up and yeah.
Now, did anybody get shot or anybody get killed?
Yeah, a couple of people got hit.
Wow.
And
Thug life.
You was just lucky that you weren't one of the ones that actually got hit.
yeah, I was blessed. And let me tell you this one. When I was little, I used to have to clean up the bathroom, right?
This is
I
a
hated
disaster
cleaning.
waiting to happen.
I hated cleaning the bathroom. So I'm in there cleaning the bathroom, and I'm like, man, forget this. So I started pouring a bunch of chemicals together, and then like, ooh, snap. So I started pouring more chemicals. And all of a sudden, my brother came busting in the door, and he's like, boy, you about to kill your crazy self. And I was getting lightheaded, and I fell out, and he pulled me out of the bathroom, and he started slapping me in the face. I poured bleach and ammonia and turpentine.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, yeah. Paint thinner, paint.
Oh my
God,
God, dude.
brother. God damn, man.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm like, dude, like when just not think I'm not surprised, man. He throws a curveball, man. That baffles the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a curious kid, man.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. So I've been shot at too, actually.
Well, if you was you was in the military though, that's different though.
No, not just in the hood, shit.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, but I wasn't thugged out. I was just me and my friends. We would throw boulders over the side of the bridge on top of cars, man.
Throw bolt? Hold on. You didn't say right. Hold on, man. Hold on. You didn't say. Hold on. That's a big ass difference, dude. Boulders and rocks that's a night and day difference.
I think of a boulder as something that has to be carried by two people. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, hell yeah.
So we're doing on top of trucks and like vans, and so we dropped one on top of this van, and he got out and just started shooting up the bridge, man.
Oh man!
So we took our running, dude. Luckily, we all track people. We took our running on ass. But yeah, that shit was scary. Another time, I was in school at lunchtime. These two Mexicans got into a fight. One dude pulled out a gun and shot it, and I swear, man, I can literally probably see that bullet. It went right across my eyelid, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like you can just know it. You can just see it, man. Just missed me. That's the second time. Oh God. The third time is that we hang out in the pool halls, but we was always too young. But they always let us in anyway. So we like in high school, but we hang out in pool hall with all kind of shit go down. So we in there shooting pool. All of a sudden, this dude pops in the front door and the back door with two shotguns, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the goddamn floor. And everybody hit the floor. Well, when I hit the floor, I'm in the aisle on the floor. So the guy said, we're looking for somebody. And he looks at my aisle, man. I mean, if he wanted to shoot, he could have shot right now. I'm right in the open. I'm like, I'm praying to God that this guy don't get me mistaken for who he's looking for, because somebody is about to die tonight.
Man.
Wow. And dude, it was the most scariest shit. He looked at me, and that shotgun pointed right in my area, man. I'm like, man, if he shoot it right now, I'm assed out, dude. It was so scary. That's the third time.
Man, you got another one?
The fourth time, it just that's enough. Now that is Navy. The first time they took me on the flight deck. Because when you first get in we call it line check because we do the planes. But when you first get there, you don't never be taken on a flight deck at night. They only take you in the daytime. But the brothers decided to take me up there at night as my first.
Oh man!
Now being in a boat is really similar to being in prison. A lot of things are similar. You got no gym. We both wear like dungaree type stuff.
Yeah. And
when you go on a flight deck for the first time, you hold on the back of your pocket of the person that's taking you. So I had to grab his back pocket, man. But when we got up there, man, it was nighttime. Doing flight ops. So you got these F-14s and high power taking off, planes landing, planes running. It was just crazy. And then we had to go around this F-14 for the first time. I had to go around the back of the two engines. It's a certain way you have to go around them. Oh, you talking about some scary ass shit, man. Oh, man. But after I got hang of it, man, it's like the best place to be at work, man. But yes, that's one of my scary places.
See, now that I think about it, man, see, y'all got me thinking. I didn't get shot at. However, I was in the vicinity of the person that was getting shot at in high school. And I was walking home. And as I'm walking home, and I'm not paying no attention, I'm listening to my music, and it was like a scene out of like fucking Menace to Society where a car just pull up real fast and stop, and the window rolls down, and the dude like leans up and points his hand out the window. So it was actually this Mexican guy that was beefing with this other Mexican guy, and where I was at, like I said, he wasn't pointed directly at me. I was a little bit to the side, but I swear to God, like, everything stopped instantly when I seen that happen. Like I stood there and did not move, and it was one of those feelings where like my heart literally slowed down to almost, it felt like 2 beats per minute or something like that.
Damn,
and so
man.
He shot at the dude, and he shot once at the dude, and it didn't hit him, and the other dude just he stood there and looked at him and just threw his hands in the air, and the other dude pulled off. And after he pulled off, it was like reality set in, and I was just like, did I really just witness that right here in front of me? But it was just like one of the scary. That's scarier than actually, now I think about it, to get than almost drowning.
Yeah,
that's definitely scarier than almost drowning. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy with them, man.
So what's the other thing you got for us, brother?
Yeah, next thing is what warning label would you post on yourself?
I'm gonna let you go first, Reg. I'm gonna let you go first.
A big ass danger sign.
What would be the danger though?
Me.
But what?
Like what would it say?
Stay away. Danger. Stay at least 100 yards away. Danger.
But what would be the reason though? You gotta give them a reason.
Just me. Period. That'd be the reason.
Just don't ask a question. Just no.
Right.
Don't ask why. Just accept it. No.
So y'all remember those toxic signs that had like the green face, that had the face that was all scrunched up?
Yeah.
It'll be one of those things for me, but I'll just have my face on it with like a meme mug with the same thing written around the outside, and think I'll have something. Has something like real crazy, like "fuck with me if you want to." just had that with the mean face, and then I'll probably have to put something else in there. But as far as what I can brainstorm right now, like I would definitely use that sticker, and just have my face on the side of it, or have my face in place of that green face.
I'd probably say what warning label should post it on me. Probably say quiet, maybe too chill. Probably what else?
Wait a minute, you said quiet, too chill?
Yeah.
Yeah, danger. Danger may explode in 5 minutes. Or less.
No, actually, I am. When I'm not entertaining, I am that way. Because I like to listen. I'm a listener.
I mean, yeah, I can,
So I don't
see
really
that,
like to
brother.
say much.
I can see that, man.
So, what else? Stubborn. I'll put stubborn as a label.
You're stubborn?
Yeah, I'm stubborn, man.
I don't know if you can be as bad as my wife.
I don't know. I'm pretty stubborn. At least that's what I hear on the street. What else? Passion. I try to be that. I think that's about it, man, as far as the labels. Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about just regular labels, and not like warning labels, then I guess, I mean, I'm not stubborn. I'm emotional. That I can definitely say. Quiet, I can definitely say. Random. I'm real fucking random. I'm real random. Like,
yeah. All those could be warning label, because you actually warning somebody what you are.
Yeah.
Up front, warn them, hey, this is what I am right now. So you can accept these things, or don't even try, because this is what you're gonna get.
yeah, I'm definitely emotional though. Like I wear my emotions on my sleeve, like a lot, a whole lot.
Reg just one big warning.
Yeah.
Just no fucking words. Just look out. And that's it.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Okay, all right.
So we'll let Red start off the next thing. So what you got for us, brother?
All right, since it's Valentine's Day, when did you guys know that your wife was for you?
I'll let you start that off, Sincere.
I think probably when we first met at the club, and then I went back to her place, and then we kind of like just sat all night and just talked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were like in our drawers and shit, and didn't even do nothing. Man.
I can't even say nothing about that.
I'm trying to paint a picture for y'all, man. Chill.
Nah.
I'm trying to paint a picture for y'all, man.
I didn't start laughing first, man. That was Red. Red started laughing first. I was holding it together. Until he started laughing. That was all his fault, man.
So yeah, we're in our drawers and shit, yo, talking, man, for like, man, 6-7 hours, man. Just talking. I don't even know about what. We can't even do that right now, man. We probably get 1 minute, man, before we can fight.
So I gotta ask you this, because
y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is.
I gotta ask you this, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably wondering this. How did y'all get to y'all drawers and just stop? Like if it's too much to answer, then don't answer it. But I'm definitely wondering, like, how the hell y'all got to your drawers and just stop it, just sit there and talk.
I don't even know, man. That's how I knew it was the right one. Like, how did it happen? And I realized nothing happened, but I'm in my drawers. This must be the one.
Yeah.
That was a sign, man, right there, man. It confused me too. Like, I can't believe I'm in my drawers and they get none. So that's how I knew, man. She was the one, man.
Oh shit!
I should know it was gonna be that. I should know it was gonna be that way when I first met her, and at the AMP, I asked her about my corn dog. She said no. So that's how I first started talking to her. Really, you was there right there.
Because she said no.
Yeah, I see you want to bite my corn dog. He's like, no. Like, all right, cool. We weren't talking then though. At the club, like at the club is closed, everybody meet at the AMP and park outside AMP and they be open. People play music and shit. So I saw her there. I said, hey girl, what's up? See what about my corn dog? She's like, no.
And the conversation just go on from there.
And that's how we hooked up right
as
there.
Hell, dude.
Next thing you know, we're not draws talking for like 7 hours. Nothing happened.
That's baffling, dude. That is baffling.
I would have been like,
I've never heard that happening.
I would have been like halfway through the conversation, probably hour number 4. You know, we sitting here in our drawers.
I probably that sound like me, man. That sounds like
here's the deal, though. We're dealing with 2 players, so she'll tell you the story as if this she tell you. She'll tell you as if she knew it was in our drawers, but she wasn't gonna give it up. But what I always done, and I tell people how to get girls, is that when you never go first for the girl, you just be patient. You don't try to rush jump on me. If they don't give you don't even ask for it. Don't even ask for it. Play that role and do your thing, and they'll give in eventually. So we both was playing some kind of game that night.
It was like, who's gonna give in first?
Right, and we don't get nothing. Neither one of us got nothing.
It's just a fucking awkward sight, dude. That is an awkward sight.
But we had Candles and Luther was playing in the background, so it was cool.
You said what was playing in the background?
Luther.
Oh man,
that's even worse.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say, man.
Yep, that's how I knew she was the one.
God damn. So for me, man, I don't think I can top that, man. I can't top that. Sitting in my drawers for 7 hours holding the conversation. For me, y'all know I've been knowing my wife since middle school, and I used to work at the Redskins Hall of Fame store at FedEx Field, and so I was on my way home, and I had her on Facebook, but I hadn't seen her since actual middle school, so I happened to bump into her, and at the time I had a girl, and I didn't do anything, I didn't try to get her number, anything like that, I just was like, it's good to see you. Played it cool, didn't disrespect or anything like that. And then she sent me a message on Facebook and was like, hit me up sometime, and gave me the number. So every once in a blue moon, I hit her up, say what's up, and that was it. I didn't try to pursue anything like that. So once I became single, and I made a Facebook post about Saw 3D, and she responded back to the post and said, how you gonna go see the movie without me? So to me, in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, she's telling me something. Maybe I should hit her up and see what's going on. So I hit her up, asked her, did you really want to go see the movie? Because if you did, I don't mind going to go see it again. And she was like, yeah, sure. I don't mind. It's a date. So we go on a date, and for me, it is one of those awkward things where with me being shy, I don't necessarily initiate the conversation, but she is shy at the same time, so I'm forced to have to come out of my box and actually sit there and try to hold a conversation. So the date was okay in the beginning, but then once the movie started progressing, then that's when we started laughing and joking and all this other stuff. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, we're going to go to the movies. I'm going to take her home, and then I'm going to go home, because where she was staying at, it was literally walking distance from my house. So I was just going to drop her off, walk home, and call it a night. So we on the bus going back to her place so I can walk her to the door. And then so we get off the bus and we get real close to the door. And she was like, so what's next? I was like, I don't know what's next. I was like, I wasn't expecting that. And she was like, so, what do you want to do? I was like, I guess we can go to my house and watch some Netflix. This is like the definition of Netflix and chill, except for ain't shit happened. We literally sat there from 11:30 at night till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, just watching movies and laughing and talking with our clothes on, not in our drawers and shit.
What? You
But
doing the real
with
thing,
our
man.
clothes on, just laughing and joking. And dude, it was the best date that I had ever in my life. And from that point on, we had been inseparable. And so I already knew it. I had the biggest crush on her back in middle school. So for me to connect back with her, it was just a matter of time before something happened.
Wow, that's a sweet story, man.
So sorry I don't have no off the wall shit like Sincere, man. But like I said, I
But
can't top that sitting in our draw shit, man.
but yeah, that's a sweet story, man. That's a nice story. It really is.
That sounds so fucking sarcastic, brother.
No, I'm serious, man. I'm serious, man. It is. It's a nice story, man. Because you notice I didn't say anything while you're telling your story because I'm just sitting there listening to it, man. That's a beautiful story because
dude, I swear to God, man, that sounds so assholish right now, man.
No, man.
I know you're serious, but just the tone of your voice, is like I'm reserved. Like I got a feeling he's about to say some real asshole type stuff.
You just never know.
Exactly, man. I'm preparing myself.
But nah, I mean, you hear these stories about people and stuff, man, and they have some real messed up stories, like sitting in your drawers.
What?
See what I'm saying, man? You see what I'm saying?
Dude, that's a beautiful story, man. It could be a movie, man.
Matter of fact, sister, when you was telling the story, I was sitting there imagining Molly Ringwald and Judd Nelson in their drawers sitting there for 7 hours. Like a Pretty in Pink story, man. But man, see, my story is just simple, man. I knew my wife was the one for me.
That's a shocker.
I knew she was right for me when we was having a conversation on the computer, and she knew about football, my favorite sport. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and I said years ago, if I could find a woman that I could hold a conversation with about football, she's right for me. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, man. I could have sworn you was gonna say something like, "I knew she was right for me." That they hit me with the car, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably about the most normal shit that Reg has said.
I know.
In recent weeks, not even days, but weeks.
Damn. Yeah, that is pretty basic.
Yeah,
makes me nervous.
So what did y'all do for y'all first date?
Well, to tell you the truth, our first date, I went to Philly to see her.
Oh, damn, you traveled too?
Yeah, I went to Philly to see her. I met her mom, and we had dinner and hung out, and that was it. We talked. And matter of fact, I only stayed for, did I stay 24 hours? Yeah, it was 24 hours.
This is the most normal thing, man. The most normal thing. Like, I always got to watch out for you, man. It's always going to be some off the wall stuff that you're going to come out and say. So I'm shocked.
Yeah,
I'm shocked too.
That was it, man.
Damn. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I mean? Definitely for anybody that actually is still young, all these young Thundercats and stuff like that are so caught up into trying to find the right one so fast. Just let it happen, man. Just let it happen. It's no big rush, man. Trust and believe me. When it happens, and when it's meant to be, you'll know it when it happens.
Yeah, because see, before I met my wife, I was in a relationship. We broke up, and what I did was I stayed out of a relationship on purpose to learn me, what I like, what I dislike, and all that. I learned me, and once I learned to love me, then I realized I can love somebody else. But until then, it's like, yeah. That's why I hate people jumping in and out of relationships. Break up with this person, and oh man, come on. You don't even know yourself.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah, make sure you're eating a corn dog when it goes down.
Why corn dog, man?
It's a good conversation starter. Just ask, you want to bite my corn dog, and you go from there,
man. So
if she take it, yeah, I want it, and put the whole thing in her mouth, you don't want that one.
Hold on,
No.
you sure you hold on. You sure you don't want that one?
no,
Yeah, you don't want that one.
No.
At least not for your main one. Maybe
Yeah, because she done bit a lot of corn dogs.
Yeah, if she say yes, snatch your whole corn dog and put the whole thing in her mouth one time. No, that ain't the one you want to be getting.
Mm.
Oh God, I just gotta ask, man. I gotta ask her. It'll be somebody that's gonna say, "Hold on, man. Maybe I want that to be my main one."
But she gonna have that corn dog breath, man. Done bit all them corn dogs.
Because if she took your corn dog, deep throw it, she'll deep throw it a whole lot of other corn dogs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would agree. I mean, for me, I wouldn't do that. But hey, we got some crazy young Thundercats out in the world today, man. That is just willing for anything. So
yeah.
Sad and unfortunate.
Raven.
So what else you got for us, Ray?
I got a little bit of tech news. Today that Disney dropped PewDiePie.
What?
Yeah, Disney dropped PewDiePie.
Why?
Because he had one of his shows, which YouTube also dropped one of his shows. He had some guys that's called Funny Brothers, and they stand behind the person who's talking, holding up signs, and they had "Death to All Jews" or something like that.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and so they dropped him. But the real news is this drone that's going to be available come July that you can get in only in Dubai. It's a one-person drone.
Well, hold on. You mean like you can actually get inside the drone?
Yeah. Yeah, it's designed to carry one passenger at a time, and set to start making regular trips in Dubai beginning in July.
Damn.
Yep. Carry passengers for 23 minutes at about 60 miles per hour. It's going to have 8 rotors mounted in pairs on the 4 folding arms.
Hell yeah.
They made test flights back at CES last year in Nevada. So, yeah.
That's dope. It's just a matter of time, man. We all be having flying cars, yo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to live that long, man. I want to see that shit. I want to get me one.
Yeah, I definitely
like George Jess.
I definitely agree, man. That's one of those things I've been dying to see.
Dude, man, you go have lunch anywhere you want to have in the U.S., man. Shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Vegas for breakfast. I'll be right back.
You know they have all types of laws happening, man, to keep people from just flying any old damn place that they want to.
Yeah. At the beginning, but why you be able to fly where you want to? Don't you stay within certain paths? It's like driving lanes on the freeway. It'll be sky lanes in the sky. So yeah, man, I can't wait, man.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting though. I think that'll definitely be an interesting thing.
Dope, man. God damn, boy, it's exciting.
Yeah. So the last topic that we got for all of you guys, and this is a question that I want to ask you guys, is when it comes to YouTube and when it comes to trying to promote your channel, what do you feel is the best social media platform to actually do that on? And if you feel that's the case, then have you had any luck with the social media platform that you're suggesting, or if you had any success with any other social media platform?
I have to say Twitter and Instagram right now.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah, I got a lot of my subscribers from Twitter and Instagram. So
really, through Twitter?
And not only that, it advertises when you go live. You put it up there on Twitter. Sometimes notifications don't work on YouTube. Like today, 2 people said they didn't get notifications.
Wow.
So everything you live stream and that you post on Twitter and post on Instagram. So that you live stream it, that let people know. Also help people find you. I like Twitter the best out of everything because Twitter is just so open. It's so many people use it. It's so easy to use. It's simple. But yeah, I believe Twitter and Instagram right now are the two major ones. I don't really like Facebook. Really, I got a Facebook account, personal one, but I don't really like using it, so I never really use it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What you think, Reg?
Yeah, I have to agree with Sincere, man. Instagram and Twitter. Now, Snapchat maybe, but I find that trying to grow a Snapchat audience is kind of difficult. Whereas I could do the same thing on Instagram now, and also on Twitter, basically. So yeah, Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
I haven't really had much luck at all on Twitter, to be quite honest. Like, I've rarely had that much luck on Twitter. It seems as though if I post like a picture in regards to anything in regards to like the podcast or the channel, it seems like I get more positive feedback or more feedback off of Instagram than I do with Twitter. I feel the same way that you feel as far as with Facebook, because I mean Facebook is pretty much like a personal thing, and I mean you can make a fan page, but I don't think it's really going to generate too much for anybody that's trying to really, make a promote their channel, to say the least, when it comes to that. So I would definitely have to agree with y'all too, man. I think it just really depends on the preference or the success stories of individuals as far as which ones they've had better luck on compared to Instagram and Twitter when it comes to something like that.
Yeah, like Instagram, right? Let's say you're doing a product review for your YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You could do like a 30-second video, a little teaser, and then say, "Yo, check out the full video on YouTube." So and like you could do the same thing on Instagram. Not Instagram, but on Twitter. You can make a little 30-second video. Matter of fact, you can shoot a minute video on Twitter. So, give them a little teaser, and advertise your YouTube channel with it.
Yeah. I think most people right now would choose those two. I mean, I use Tumblr too. I use Tumblr. I have my own blog that I use also, and I use Pinterest.
Okay.
I think that most people would choose Twitter and Instagram, and some would choose Snapchat.
Yeah.
Snapchat. Yeah.
Trying to think, man. It was something else that I wanted to say, but my mind just drew a blank just that damn fast. What is the one thing that you would suggest, and this is kind of just something I just thought about, what is one thing that you would suggest someone not to do when it comes to trying to promote their channel? Would you say not to spam it, or like what is the one thing that you've learned that you just don't do when it comes to stuff like that?
Yeah, it got to be spamming. I hate spamming with a passion. It's like, let's say Sincere was live streaming, right? And I'm watching this live stream. Oh, check out my video, dude. Don't do that. I mean, first of all, get the permission from the person who's streaming. If you can do that, but don't just do that. Oh, that's just aggravating.
Oh, that's happened to me a lot when it comes to a lot of the live streams that I've been doing, where someone actually types into the comments and say, "Hey, check out my channel," yada yada yada, and all that. And it's funny that sometimes, like, because there's a lot of people that probably feel the same way you feel, Reg, where someone sees something like that in the chat, and then I see the response that they give back. Like, I'm not going to check out your shit, and then I'll just sit back and I'll laugh at it, because knowing how people feel about spamming and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh man, that irritates me. Oh, that irritates me, because if you get the permission, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, you make really good content. I just subscribed to your channel. Subscribe to mine.
Oh, he's talking about sub for sub.
Yeah, no, no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That was mine right there. Sub for sub. I don't like sub for sub.
Nah, not at all.
People always send me email. They always try to send me other shit to my watch mine. I like girls, watch mine, subscribe to
Yeah,
mine. No, I don't even respond to them. So you want to stay subscribed to mine, go ahead. And then when they do that, and then if you don't go to the thing, I notice, I look at my subscribers, I lose one.
yeah,
So that's that one right there.
Yeah.
That's probably what they're doing. To the probably actually sub for sub, and the people that do say, okay, let's do it, will sub, and then but they will unsub them later, and they don't even know it, but they still sub to that person.
Right.
yep.
So yeah, I hate don't do sub for sub, people. You mean you said the what people shouldn't do to advertise?
Yeah, like what's
Okay.
the biggest thing that you shouldn't do?
Yeah, I think that's the big one for me.
I would say view bots as well. Like that's another thing that you can actually add onto the list. Along with sub for sub and spamming is when people actually. I think it's websites that you can actually go to where you can actually buy views for your video,
Yeah,
and that's another way that some people can actually try and grow their channel at the same time. And I mean, there was a lot of controversy at one point between some other people when it came to their channel and people not believing that their channel grew so fast and how did they do it and thinking that they brought views and brought subs and stuff. It's just a lot of crazy stuff when it comes to that, man. So if anything that I would suggest for anybody that wants to do YouTube or is starting YouTube is just to be genuine, man, and just be yourself. And if it's always an audience for somebody, believe it or not. Like you can be the most flamboyant, obnoxious, out of control, whatever it is about yourself as far as what perceives you in your stuff, it's always an audience for you. It's just a matter of just you getting yourself out there to actually do it. And that's one of the greatest things about YouTube, man, is that it's always an audience for somebody. One way or another. It's always an audience for them.
Yeah, man. You got to be you, man. You got to be yourself. You can't be nobody else. You can't pretend to be somebody else to try to get bigger. It's going to take you longer, probably. And people that don't do that and pretend to be somebody else, they probably going to get way more subscribers than you, But at the end of the day, they're not going to be happy, man. Because they're going to always try to be like somebody else. Eventually, it's going to run out.
Mm-hmm.
You just be yourself and get there slowly. You never have to change because you always just being yourself and you get to the top. So nothing to change, nothing to chase. Just being who you are. That's going to make you last longer and overcome. So always just be yourself. Do what you want to do on your channel. Doesn't matter what it is, and stick to it, and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy doing it. You don't enjoy doing it, then it becomes a job, and we all know how we feel about jobs. Jobs eventually takes the shit out of us. So treat it as a hobby and enjoy it. Have fun, man.
Yeah, totally agree. What you got, Rich?
No, I was just thinking of another site, maybe. You Now.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Yes. Forgot all about that.
I've noticed. When you do You Now, that's matter of fact. When you go live, like on Periscope and Instagram, just anything that's live, right? It may start out slow at first, but once people start getting there, and they're seeing how you are on those live channels, kind of steer them over towards your YouTube.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know how in the hell I forgot about You Now, but that's definitely a hell of a suggestion, though. Well, all right, everyone, that would do it for us for this episode of the Trifecta podcast. Like I said earlier, we're going to cut it back to once a week. And so that way, like I said, we're not overdoing it and we're not, trying to stress ourselves out, trying to get more out to you guys, and we can get it out to you in a timely fashion and still have something for you guys to enjoy during the week when it comes to the podcast. It's something to look forward to. So, anything that you guys want to leave for the people?
No, man, really the same thing. Subscribe, share, sub, all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Leave suggestions in the comments down below.
Yes, please leave questions down below.
And thank y'all, man, for supporting us as usual. You know, we gladly appreciate it. And we will continue to keep doing these unless, you know, barring some type of setback, which will happen on occasion. But other than that, you know, we would definitely post something every single week for you guys. So that will do it for us in this episode of the Trifecta Podcast. I'm your man, Taylor Made Boy, here with Sincere B and Reg 1167. And we will see you guys next week on the next episode of the Trifecta Podcast. Until then, guys, we will holler at you later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.